Live from the Injured on the Go Just Call Mo studio.
It's a blast!
It's Orlando's own Tom and Dan.
Welcome back to A Corporate Time. So on last Friday's free show,
I
was talking to Brendan O'Connor about this adult weekend this past weekend.
Yeah, he was trying to give you some, a couple of different ideas of different things you could do. I guess he suggested brunch.
Yeah.
And then he suggested a couple of little places for you to go. It is harder when you get to be our age to make it out there for these epic concert sort of, party nights.
And it ended up all kind of falling apart because last year everybody got together for the NoFX concert that was at the fairgrounds.
Yeah, the punk band NoFX, and they were retiring. This would be their last show for good.
And so we all grew up listening to NoFX, so it kind of drew us all together, and we made it into an adult weekend where we left the kids at home, and then only the adults went to a hotel. Then we went and saw NoFX. Then just basically just got drunk after. Anyway, and then after that, we were like, hey, let's make this a tradition and then always do some adult weekend together because we are like, oh, this is awesome.
I do feel like you and your group of friends, if I can just plant this in your brain, love to start traditions. You are tradition starters. Whether it's the Grinch party, the goth party, there's a lot of things where it's like, we got to do this every year. Like you guys are
I think a lot of people do that.
I feel like you guys, I don't do this. Nothing in my life is ever the same. Nothing.
Yeah.
We do,
well, you have a routine. I mean, you're very routine.
I am rooted in routine, but would this be your only routine? It's just an observation, no judgment. But there are a lot of
we just use it as an excuse to do hey, this was fun. Let's just start. I think it started with the camping trip where that was every President's Day weekend, and then because of that,
then it's people trying to steal your glory, people trying to outdo you with their tradition.
Well,
we'll go to my party.
But here's the thing: no one wants to do any of this.
Well, let's analyze it. Then, what is it? Is it just the idea of doing it?
So the tradition forces you to do it because then once you're in it, you're like, oh, I'm glad I did this. But before, you're just like, I'm busy, the kids, it doesn't work. You can always find excuses, I think. So the tradition kind of forces you into doing it. It's kind of like when you get into a rhythm of doing something every day.
Yeah.
That rhythm forces you to do it.
Yes, 100%.
So I think it's the same thing with the tradition is we want to start a tradition or at least announce that so that it forces everybody to do it next year.
Okay.
Instead of just random.
That makes sense
because
to me.
then it's like, oh, if you're missing the tradition, you're missing out.
Yeah.
You're
a turd.
And then it's easier to get people to do it because it's hard to do things. Like it's hard to get babysitting for your kids or someone to watch your kids, travel all the way up to Orlando. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As a parent, work and
it's not easy.
You got to take off the weekend and, it's just all these things are effort.
And I think there are other people that do I think probably the parents' night out is what you're experiencing or describing is probably the number one thing for parents, right? That one quintessential remember it's parents' night out, what I mean?
Yeah,
so what happened? I mean, you guys, what was going to be the new one? Because the last one was NoFX.
Yeah, and
that's fantastic.
Well, no one could find a band, and then Dre and Leanne, they are Turnstile fans. And,
I like Turnstile too.
Yeah, and they said, hey, let's do it in the Turnstile. And initially, half the group was like, oh, okay, yeah, let's just do it at Turnstile, and the other half was like, I don't know that band. Now.
So is it more about the band, or is it more about the fellowship?
Well, then everybody's like, it's all about the fellowship. Who cares what the band is?
Okay.
Let's just go, But then, of course, my grumpier friends.
You needed the band to root people in more,
yes,
right?
Yeah.
You needed the nostalgia of NoFX to root people down in there.
So half of the friends were like, "Oh, who cares? Let's just stay at the hotel then. I don't want to go and stand in the field and watch a band."
You're gonna drive 6 hours to stay in a hotel?
Well, then that's what degraded everything.
No, sir.
That's
I'm an almost 50-year-old man. I'm not driving a half a day to sit in a hotel. I can sit in my house.
So then the other people are like, "Just come to the concert." And that's what it's all about. Is going to a concert, and they were like, let's just stay at the hotel pool, whatever. Then
Hotel pool.
it caused, a
you had
divide.
You had a divide within the group.
And then the people are like, well, I'm not gonna, drive 4 hours
me.
while you guys go to a concert. I'm stuck here, and then half the group is broken up, and we're all not,
fractured. And when it fractured, the whole thing fell apart.
Yeah. So everything fell apart.
So how many people would you say in the beginning you had? X amount of people.
Well, it's the same as last year. I think there
like 20, right?
There was Porno Joe, Turkey Leg. The Wizard doesn't do nothing. He's got too many kids.
Yeah, I was wondering.
He's in a prison of kids.
I wasn't going to say anything.
No, he doesn't do
I
anything.
have noticed that you have not been mentioning the Wizard a lot lately. It's almost like he has retired to his tower, never to be seen again with his kids.
No, we all we hang out at his house because he lives in Satellite,
Yeah.
but he doesn't do any of this stuff because he got too many kids. He got babies. Like
Yeah.
he's still changing diapers. You know what I'm saying?
Goofy.
Like
yeah,
he
those
got
days
4
are 10 years behind.
Yeah, no, I know, and everybody else.
Yeah.
We're like, bye bye. We told you this would happen, and he's like, I don't give a damn.
He loves his baby.
He's like, everything you do is stupid.
Yeah, he loves his
So
babies.
they were
Well,
gonna fight.
he's very comfortable with his babies.
So anyway, it all fell apart, and then
So you had like maybe 25 people
No,
originally.
No,
Let's give it a solid 15. How about that?
Yeah, it was. I would say 6 couples.
Okay.
6 couples, so 12 people.
That's pretty decent.
But so then it all fell apart, and then it ended up just being Dre and Leanne and Fernando and his wife. And then Fernando, his daughter got sick with strep throat, and then he's out. You know,
the
because
dice roll of a toddler, man.
yeah. You know,
toddler can steal your I don't care what, you could be literally going to the Super Bowl, toddler strep throat, boom, you're out.
young kids get sick a lot. Like I haven't been sick in a while, and now Tommy and Max are older, like they don't get sick anymore.
Thank God. Maisie was sick, I think, every day of her first 3 years of her life, and then one day it just stopped.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so then they came up, and now Crystal had purchased Turnstile tickets, and this
you didn't
is
tell me this part.
And then she tried to. So we realized, Drainland come up, and then we were gonna have some like adult night out. We ended up just taking the boat over to Sanford and going to Hollabox.
Can I do a Turnstile impression real quick?
Yeah.
Every song sounds
and then
like that.
There's no security. Everyone's just jumping on stage and jumping off. Which do you think
Pretty fun. Their light show is pretty badass.
Did they do that at the Central Florida Fairgrounds, or did they have security and keeping people?
They did a variation of it's pretty loose show. I mean, it's a friendly atmosphere. Like people are not there to get hurt. It's just bodies flying everywhere.
Yeah, but no one's there to get hurt, but they do get hurt.
Yeah.
And then the fairgrounds and all the production insurance.
The videos I saw, it looked like standard
Same.
Turnstile to me.
Okay, yeah.
And the light show that they have, kudos to them for actually putting a lot of time and effort as a younger band into how the aesthetics of their show look. It's a beautiful show. I've seen them once. They were really good, but not like this.
We gotta ask Mo next time he's in here. Like, if you are
That's a great question.
If you are a band like Turnstile, and their whole thing was like they promoted themselves by doing these gigantic free shows in parks, like they'd be in like Central Park and like
the
big parks
Baltimore one's the
Baltimore,
one that
yeah.
blew up, right?
And then essentially people would just be jumping on stage and jumping off, a hardcore band, and there would be no security.
I think they police themselves.
And they police them. Yeah,
I honestly think that they don't and if they get hurt, they're just like, I'll take care of
yes,
it. It's fine.
Yes, but
It's very punk rock.
once you start making millions,
and they are.
Yeah, and then now you're millionaires, and
I'm not going to say that they're like literally driving Lamborghinis every day, but
No.
they don't want for food, and they are career musicians.
their tour is a multi-million-dollar tour.
It's big.
Where you're filling out the fairgrounds and everything. Although I couldn't sell the tickets, we had to sell them for way cheaper than.
Yeah. What's a
it's
punk
like,
band?
yeah.
Like, come on.
It's like $120 that Crystal paid. I just gave him a BDM for $50.
That's nice of you. You
but-
know what? You're the good one.
It was that or zero. So it was not that good, because it was desperate. We were like, who wants these? Anything, we'll take anything. But so my question is, like, if you set that environment and that precedent where anybody can jump on stage and jump off, someone jumps off, knees someone, and then breaks their teeth out.
Oh, it's definitely happened.
And then now you got broken teeth, and you're like, well, I can't live my life without broken teeth. I need to get a lawyer and sue to fix my teeth.
Yeah.
It's not
Also,
even
you
their
probably
fault.
don't listen to Turnstile anymore, right? You probably stop listening to the band after they knee your teeth out.
No, you know it's an accident, but you're like, well,
It would sour them for me.
I can't go my whole life with no teeth.
Yeah.
So I can't
Well,
afford.
plenty of people do.
Yeah,
I see them.
I can't, like, my job is gonna look down upon me. I go, there's a lot, I can't. The new teeth, like implants and stuff, you're $30,000.
But is there any way for Turnstile to protect themselves? Is that your question to Mo? Like, can they?
Well, they have insurance. Like, they all have insurance.
Maybe they just roll the dice.
And then
I feel like we're in a position right now where a lot of companies, bands, politicians, humans across the board, everybody's just like, yeah, we're just going to take our chances. And if you sue us, sue us.
Now, the fairgrounds won't even let you put on a show without showing them X amount of insurance.
Sure.
I know that from doing events. Like,
Sure.
you can't even rent out a venue without showing your personal insurance. So they have to be covered some way and show them a policy to even get the rental.
We could probably research it enough to find it.
Yeah.
The contracts are out there. You can find it.
And then you can pay enough to be like, hey, this is part of our show is listeners jumping off stage, and the insurance company will write you a
'Cause
policy,
then you're
but maybe you're
gambling-
just paying for that extra.
Well, you're gambling on the positivity, goodwill, and kind of the vibe of your band. You're betting on yourself, really, in a weird way, that the message that you've given, because they seem to have a very inclusive, very positive, rock and roll message. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Everybody's included. It's a very, I don't know, it's very positive to me when all the colors, all the different younger people of every nationality. You got a young black guy up there jamming. You got fat white guy rapping. Everybody's loving it. The vibe is good, right? Maybe you think they're just like, look, our guys are good. It may happen once, but maybe not because they trust us, and we're just going to run it turnstile gamble.
But it's a difference too, and I think about this with the other events and stuff where the people may not even they love Turnstile and they knew the risk, but let's say you're not paying attention and some 250-pound dude jumps off the stage and lands on your neck. Right,
Well, that's a game changer.
And then you
never be the same.
You somehow have some neck injury, and then you're like, man, I am legitimately out for months, and I have to rehab and all.
Like what happened to Chris Kattan because he fell off a chair,
Yeah, no, and then so it's like, all right, now I don't want to sue Turnstile. They're my favorite band, but who am I going to pay for? I now have hundreds of thousands of dollars in medical bills. So then any lawyer like Mo would be like, well, you have to sue them. And now, at this point, they've set a precedent.
Write a song about me?
This wasn't a random act. This was, they do this at shows, and they promote that they do this at shows.
Well, then it's an attractive nuisance of some sort, right?
Now you're negligent.
Yeah.
Well, I think like a lawyer, I understand all this. And any lawyers,
the listeners say that to me in emails every day. They're like, do you ever get tired of Tom thinking like a lawyer? I'm like, yes, I do. I was like, everywhere I go, behind every corner, it's Tom Lawyer. It scares me how much you are. Like, sometimes I'm like, is that Tom? No, it is Tom. I thought it was a lawyer.
Now it's probably super rare, but how many shows until this happens? My prediction is they stop doing it, and that's all I'm going to say. Or they'll fabricate it by making sure that where they're jumping is safer, or maybe
I think they've kind of already done that.
Maybe that doesn't happen as much as getting your like some dude not paying attention, not having their hands up, and then you a bigger person landing on their neck because
It looks like it happens a lot.
Yeah, I know.
I watch a lot of punk rock videos on. It's in my algorithm, right? So I get a lot of live music because I love Bad Brains.
Yeah.
And I've been watching a lot of live Bad Brains video from way back in the 70s and 80s. So I get a lot of punk rock videos, and it's always people falling on people's heads.
Now that didn't stop mosh pits.
No, mosh pits are back.
And so then
they make
it kind of
them
goes
run to
against
each
my
other
theory. Yeah. Even those when the guys run into each other.
I think they police each other. I think they.
Yeah.
I think they.
And the accidents are rarer than we think.
I really do feel like punk kids that go to shows now care more than when I was going to shows.
Yeah.
Like they do look out for each other seemingly more now. It's almost more in the code. I don't know. People that go to a lot of shows, write us, show@tomandan.com. Let us know what you think.
So anyway, the whole adult weekend got blown up.
I'm sorry, buddy.
We just ended up taking the boat with the kids, by the way, out to Hollabox.
Well, that's not part of the deal.
And then
it's fun though.
Then we took the kids bowling, and Dre and Leanne went to the concert. Some of my other friends,
did they clown
two
you
other
for
couples.
going bowling Anybody? They should have clowned you a little bit for going bowling.
They said just come to the concert. You got the tickets.
Yeah.
And
You've already paid for them.
And
no, we'd rather waste the money and then waste more money at bowling.
Because me and Crystal were like, it's hard for me to go stand in the field and watch a band that I'm not into.
You're not a music guy.
I mean, Turnstile's fine. It's just I'm gonna go to the fairgrounds
and drink high-priced beers.
Yeah, and then and then go stand in, and then you're like standing far back because you're like, I'm not gonna get like stuffed in with everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So you're watching them from pretty far away in a field, and then you're just like. You know,
can watch that on YouTube.
yeah. It's like, and then some of my friends want to be close up. They want to be like in the crowd, right? And I'm like, I'm not gonna be.
Who do they think they are? I mean, what is that? What is that? How old are they? What are you? You're early 40s. Get out of there. Leave that for the children.
Dre, the old punk rock guy.
When's he stop it?
He's never stop.
When's he let the beard go gray and he exits the mosh pit?
He's one of those guys.
He's got to let the beard go gray and exit the mosh pit.
He always is gonna go out late at night. Him and his wife, like
until he's in his 60s, 70s?
Some people always party, and as by party I mean go out like they.
We need to interview him about this. This is a fascinating character.
They'll go out till 4 a.m. Like on the weekends, you know.
I've seen them. No, I follow them.
And they'll go to clubs and like they'll go to the
after party.
Yeah, the events and stuff. Like they know everybody.
Like I saw Dre.
They'll be out there with Pitbull.
I'll give you an example. I'll give you a real world example I saw last week. It was Dre and that street artist from Miami. I'm blanking on the guy's name.
Yeah, one of them from Wynwood or whatever.
What's the guy's name?
He's all tied into all the art scene and stuff.
Yeah, and it's like Art Basel, and the guy was having like an opening or a showing, so they went to the street artist showing, and they were looking at all this stuff, and there's pictures of him, and then they went dancing at the after party for the showing, and then I think after that they dropped by a club for a DJ was playing.
And
I'm like, what? You're a dad teacher.
No, I know. They're both him and his wife are they're both
dad
teachers.
Teacher, mom teacher.
Yeah. She's a teacher at kindergarten. Like,
that's a cool ass kindergarten teacher.
No, I know.
Cool as hell. That's a cool ass, principal. I think is what he does.
And they're doing like they'll try to have us come out. They're like, come out with us. And I'm just like, I can't stay up till 2 a.m. What the hell?
Rather than approaching this from a place of because I know I wouldn't do that either. Have you ever been like, okay, Crystal, let's just one time, we're going out, we're going to do the whole thing. Have you ever tried it?
Yes.
And
we've gone with them.
Is it miserable the whole time?
Well, let me explain. So we go to some club in Miami or South Beach, some happening. He knows what they,
like an art gallery or something.
We're not even, like an actual club where you're standing in line and you have a bouncer, that kind of Miami club.
That's like me stepping back 20 years.
And then where Dre has to go talk to because he knows he's got connection. Then he waves.
He knows
us in.
everybody.
Yeah. Then Dre. So we're going past people in Miami dressed to the nines. It's like I have some.
What are you wearing?
Burnt orange. Nautica shirt. Why?
What are you wearing?
Yeah.
What do you got
on? I got a big burnt orange Nautica and with tight jeans. and then I'll go into the club. It's loud. They're like, some hot DJ that Dre knows. He's like, oh, this guy's the hottest DJ in Miami.
Yeah.
He's playing and then so we go over to the bar. I'm like, what do
you get?
Miller Lite.
Miller, give me a Mick Ultra.
Yeah. I'll just this is years before kids, this is right when we started having kids. He's still doing it. And then I'll go and then I'll get an $18 beer, right? And then I'm like, goddamn, like two drinks for me and my wife will be $50.
Oh yeah.
And then so we'll get $50 drink one round.
Now what is Dre doing? Is he just mingling or is he dancing? Or
he's saying everything. He's talking to everyone. He's like, arr! Yeah. And then he's saying, and then his wife's dancing
and laughing. He's laughing. He laughs the whole time.
And so I'm standing by the bar with Crystal, we're drinking.
Well, you move a little bit. Not
$50
You're not a mover, right?
And he's like,
well, that's how you have to yell to your Spanish friends in the club.
He's screaming, and then he's dancing or whatever. He looks like he's having the time of his life, and I'm like, I just finished my first drink because I'm sucking him down.
You got to slam him now.
And I'm like, one more 50. So now I'm 100 in, and then I paid the cover too because they let you in, but they let you in the line, but you still have to pay $25.
Yeah, you get in, but it's still a price to get in.
So I'm $50. So now I'm $250 in. Right.
What's Crystal thinking though?
Well, I don't know.
Can
I
she
never asked her.
assimilate into the? Okay,
No,
you
no,
should talk to her.
Well, no, she says I ruin her time because if she wasn't with me, she'd be having fun. But I'm ruining it.
Well, was she?
Because
Would she be dancing?
I'm a
I
stick in the
can't
mud.
see
Yeah,
her.
that's what she says. I'm like, well, I
I
don't
don't
want to come
know.
here.
That sounds like something I'd say to make you feel
And she's
bad
like,
for
if-
me being awkward too.
She's like, if you weren't here, I'd be out there partying and dancing. I'm like, go do it.
I'm
Like,
gonna
no,
start
you're
saying that at our events. I mean, like if you weren't at our free beer fest, I'd
No.
have fun at this thing.
Yeah, she's saying my energy is ruining it. It's always the energy. I'm like, hey,
Goddamn energy.
I'm just sitting here.
Turn your energy
I'm
off,
just
man.
looking at the DJ loud. I can't even talk. I'd like to talk, but
Hey, you gotta talk like that. How's your screaming?
I'm like, I can't even have a conversation because it's so loud in here, and I'm just, $250 in. I'm about to get another round too. I'm $400 in,
chat room,
and I'm miserable.
The chat room with an observation.
Yeah.
This is from our buddy Ghost of Minute Bull. By the way, you can go to our chat room.
This happened.
Twitch.tv/Tom and Dan Live. I have tears in my eyes. Or on YouTube at Tom and Dan Live. Ghost of Minute Bull says Tom carries the attitude he had at the infamous Incubus concert into other activities, staring straight forward, lost in thought. Yeah, you do have a.
Well,
like
just leave me alone. Like it's just like
leave me alone.
If I'm bringing me, then if I want to have fun, who cares what this old man wants to do? Just leave him.
Just leave him alone.
Yeah, he's fine. He's got no emotion. He's
So
dead.
you want her to go and just do whatever she wants and just
Yeah.
leave you alone and then come back to you at the end of the night.
Yeah. Like
I don't think she could do that, man.
I don't even want to be here, and everybody knows
I don't think
that
she
you
could
can
do
feel
that.
it.
It's the same reason I can't show you a meme and not look at your face and see how you're reacting to it. You know what I mean? Or show a video to him, like,
But that's the difference.
Yeah.
Like he just having fun, and he doesn't even understand why I'm not having fun.
How do they
He's
not-
like, I brought you to fun. Why? Looking around you. It's South Beach. Like some of the most beautiful people in the world. It's all
Yeah.
true, but it's like in the hottest club, and I'm just standing there because what the hell?
How did they not get tired?
I don't know.
That's pretty
another-
impressive. That
They've like, and they're older than I am.
Yeah, by a year, right? 2 years?
No, I think they're like probably 47. And past
Closer
45.
to my age.
And so then, but they've figured out like ways to nap, and they'll like nap in the afternoon so
nap.
they can stay up late.
I always feel
Their
like
kids
crap.
know.
I
Like,
feel crap when I nap.
Yeah.
It's a little rhyme I use.
So, but they've always been into it, and some people are like that, and
I admire it.
they will never stop. Because that's truly what they enjoy, and like if they did stop, it'd kill them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, they'd be like, what am I even doing? What are we gonna do? Sit at home? No, they can't do it.
They are always on the go.
All
Would you like to do some voicemails and emails?
Well, let's take a quick break,
Okay.
and then when we come back, we'll talk to Mike from Mike's Weather Page.
yes.
Because it's going to be cool this Halloween. I want to find out if the hurricanes are done. Because it seems like we're done
Football
with
team, or are we talking?
Well, both.
Yeah, both. It's both, right? Yeah.
God.
There's been some problems. I know we're going to have to talk to EJ about that at some point.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we got Mike's from Mike's Weather Page on deck. We'll be right back with more A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan.
Welcome back to A Corporate Time. We've got Mike from Mike's Weather Page on Zoom with us. How you doing, Mike?
Good, guys. Hanging in there. Thank
Very good to see you, man.
So, Mike, right off the bat, are we done with hurricanes this season?
Great question.
Is it done? It seems like it's done.
you. Well, no, we just had a name system 10 minutes ago. That's why I was rushing to get on with you guys. We got Melissa now. Sweet Melissa.
Oh, what a great song. Oh, my God, what a good song.
So, yeah, and you know what? It's going to linger down there in that Caribbean. And those waters in the Caribbean are the hottest of the whole year. So, yes, we still have to sweat it out, especially in Florida, because historically they come up from that Caribbean and curve, and we had Nicole in 2022. People forget that was in November. So, it can't happen.
Yeah, but the world's changed from back then, right?
Yeah, we're out of COVID now. Everything's
Yeah,
different.
2022, that's so long ago.
It seems like so long ago.
It really, really does.
No, I'm kind of joking in the fact that we also forget that, like, in our human years, we're like years, but it means nothing to the planet Earth and weather cycles, right?
Totally, yeah. I mean, and I think after last season, we're all numb. And
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I think to be a good weather person, you need to be a psychologist, because we get hammered these preseason predictions in May and June, and we're like, oh my God, we're gonna have a record year. We hear it. We remember last season, right? It was an epic, and then we get nothing, and it's like you get mad. It's like, guy, you told me we were all gonna die, and nothing happens. So then you get this complacency, and then it's like, oh crap, And I remind people, 2022, we only had 2 systems that whole year. It was Ian and Nicole. That's the whole country. 23, we only had 1, and that was Idalia. So it's like we expect a lot, but in reality, we only ever have 1, 2, 3 a season to worry about,
So, Mike, let's talk about a cold front coming through, because I saw I saw you post about it, and I've seen some other posts about that a cold front's coming down and it's going to be here for Halloween. And I get instantly excited because trick-or-treating with your kids is so much better with some crisp air.
Well, we don't get a lot of that. A lot of the big 3, as I call them, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, we don't really get I'm born and raised in Florida. I know you are. Mike, you born and raised in Florida too?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so all 3 of us, lifer Floridians, and I cannot remember a cold Christmas or a cold Halloween. Cold Halloween's not but are we going to get a cold Halloween?
Yeah. Well, the chance definitely got a cold front coming. I didn't spend a lot of time looking at it. We were in Talladega, and I'm finally back on MWP time at my desk here. But it does look like a pretty powerful front, which we're going to be watching Melissa. Believe it or not, it's going to get awfully close to Florida next week. So that cold front typically lifts systems and turns them out to sea. So we kind of are watching the timing of this cold front with Melissa, believe it or not, and Bahamas especially. People are cruising that are going to get screwed because there's a storm coming up, and it's going to mess their plans up. But I remember we like a fire pit. I'm weird like that. We love driveway fire pits, and there's been Halloweens in the 80s. I mean, we're sweating like this. I'm like, oh God, but we're going to have that damn fire pit. I don't care what it takes.
Yeah. I'm a fire pit man too.
10 feet back if we have to, but the Halloween and fire pits, man, that's my jam.
I love that. And a couple of RC cars, sprinkle a couple of those in there. Yeah, put some fun stuff in there.
The one positive of COVID is that it did help Halloween, I feel. Like people adopted different traditions and habits because of COVID that still stick around, and it actually enhanced Halloween.
It's a more inviting holiday. It is.
Because remember when COVID and everyone's like, well, let's not do any knock on people's doors, so everybody participating just go out in your front yard. And I know in my neighborhood that caused front yard parties to spring up, and then that tradition just stuck.
We still do it,
And then now you go down the street and everybody does have a fire pit.
I never thought about that. You were describing what happened to me. My neighbors come down. Actually, they come up from West Palm, and then we still do it every year. We still sit outside. We don't stay inside and hand out candy. We sit outside and give out candy.
Yeah. It did get us out of the houses more,
Yeah. It's definitely, there's some good things there.
So, Mike, with this storm, is it going, I guess, east of us? Is there any chance that it does affect Florida?
Well, there are ensembles. We look at historical tracks like, Wilma back in the day. I mean, there has been late season storms curve up and impact South Florida. So it's not a zero. I keep telling everybody, just don't ignore Melissa. Know it's there, but we're talking late next week, middle of next week to late, it would be coming up. It's going to meander down there for 4 or 5 days, and it's going to be painful because there's going to be so much hype, and these long range storms just drive people into exhaustion.
Yeah. How do you manage the hype aspect of this? Because it seems like no matter who you talk to, even just reporting can be considered hype. How do you manage that?
Yeah, I've changed a lot, honestly, because I do read comments and I understand some of what folks are saying, and I think you just have to be careful with every word you say now, and make it not appear that you're wish casting or stating the obvious. So yeah, it's definitely, it's hard to know what words to use and still have your message, that there might be a chance Florida without it looking like I'm predicting Florida.
Sure. That does make sense.
Mike, are we going to get to a place where forecasts and models are so accurate that they are pretty much we'll know the tracks of these storms within like a small margin of error where like say now, Melissa, and I know this we've seen it happen every year where it's like with the spaghetti model of the track is like a huge variance of of outcomes. But are we going to get to a point in like even 50 years from now where it's going to be so accurate that we'll know 2 weeks in advance basically where it's going to go?
If anything, I think things have gotten worse. I mean, modeling to me is everywhere. Like just the other day, they issued a state of emergency for the Carolinas and Georgia on a system that ended up turning. I think that was Lorenzo, was it, or something? I mean, they were so determined this thing was going to head that way, and it turned. So even our best forecasts lately are even worse than they were 10 years ago. I mean, we have AI models that are everybody's jumping on board with these new AI models, and I think they're all over the place.
What would you say is the main cause for? Would you say it's probably Tylenol causing all of this?
Well, it's probably too much overthinking and not enough common sense. I think they tweak these models and they just Mother Nature. I think the old school way of doing things. Like we were in Talladega and there was a big ass storm coming, and the winds were coming up from the southeast. And that I was thinking how many old timers back in the day felt those winds, saw those clouds, and said, "We got a pretty strong storm coming." So I mean, there's a little bit of gut common sense with this, and I think a lot of it's going back on history and just look at future tracks. I mean, but no, I don't think you guys. I don't know we're going to see it. It just like this year more than ever, the models are just every which way but loose.
That is interesting because I did expect the models to improve with AI. I mean, we use it in very small bits here at the studio. We are not an AI show, but we use it for notes and we use it for some music and for some creative stuff. But we don't, I wouldn't say that we use it like a lot of heavy lifting. But I did think a lot of these models would start implementing it. And it's true. Most weather people that I watch in the mornings when I'm working out or whatever, they'll show you the models, and they're all crazy.
Well, and what frustrates me, no offense to any meteorologist, but everybody's turned into model readers. And I read social, and I'm seeing a trend where everybody's sharing the same ensembles, and they're saying, this is the GFS, this is the Euro. I'm like, yeah, I know that, you know that, but let's get a forecast. And it's like we've all become model readers, including myself sometimes, because so what are we? Are we just like replaying what the models are showing? Because anybody can look at the models and see that. And I'm not. So I'm trying to dumb it down. I was walking. I do my little walks in the morning now, and I'm like, I want to go back to where it all began and just talk simple, less words. Here's what I think a little bit, and let's see. Let people kind of think for themselves without being drowned by a million words.
So, Mike, that is interesting to me because how are you afraid to give your opinion? A lot of times because
everything's political now, Tom.
Well, no. But that's what I want because you go back to reading models. I'm watching people show me a bunch of storm tracks and then tell me hey, it could be.
We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know where it's going to go. It can go anywhere within this cone. I'm like, well, I can see that on the picture. What are you telling me then?
Yeah.
Tell me what you think.
I'm glad you said that because I've maybe that was me a long time ago, but now I think everybody's just kind of doing that, and I think there's a fear of being wrong because credibility. So people really like honesty. So I throw in my opinion. I don't do forecasts, but like the other day I drew a track with Melissa, ABC. Giving a little shout out to my sponsors at the same time.
There you go. Hey, that was perfect, man. Good God,
you
this
got
guy,
the goods.
man, this guy, you should be in radio.
I should go. I should have went to school for marketing.
There you go. There you go.
But I was like, historically, it would be B. So, I think, this season's been defined by cold fronts and a lot of these storms that were like Aaron, people were scaring everybody with Aaron. Aaron was a Cat 5, right? But we had these cold fronts down all year. Common sense was cold front steers systems off to the northeast, and that's what happened. So there's got to be a little bit like, here's where we're at this season. Here's the pattern we're in. And it's, that happened with Ian, happened Irma. We had a high pressure that year that was just relentless, and it kept shoving Irma westward. Ian, we had cold fronts that year, and some of the models had a hit in the Panhandle. Common sense was, we're going to have a cold front probably, and it ultimately turned Ian hard northeast. So I think you can still predict with common sense, but not like keep the realm of possibilities out of people. Like right now, I'm not saying the East Coast, I'm not saying Florida, but as long as we have these ensemble members, they call them, which are outliers, you just let people know it's not a guarantee,
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
So, all right, Mike, let's get down to the real business. What kind of rig are you running nowadays? RV life?
Yeah, baby.
Are you taking your rig up to Talladega? Or are you flying them?
Oh my God, it's the best time. I mean, we've been doing it for almost 20 years straight. We missed COVID. You guys were talking about COVID. We sit in a big U, so we just kind of like hang. We could throw stuff at each other. With that year at Talladega, they wouldn't let you do that. We had us parked like 2 rows apart, and we didn't go that year. But every other year,
Fauci. I draw a line in the sand too, man. They told me to do that. I'd say, "Wow, don't tread on me."
What's the point of going? We go in there to hang out.
Yeah.
But it is a lifestyle. I mean, our kids grew up there. I met so many people this week that said they kind of followed me at Daytona, and they're like, "Yeah, we're going to start doing this," and they're like, "It's so fun." So to me, it's not the race as much as you're camping with a race around you, And my daughter showed up. She goes to school now by you guys in Orlando, and she drove 8 hours because she didn't want to miss the family fun. And I you guys will appreciate this, but pushing her on Talladega Boulevard as an infant. First off, we got the worst looks on the planet. Like, we're going to hell. You're bringing that kid down here to Talladega Boulevard. And she turned out fine because we were out there this Saturday together, full circle, partying on the boulevard.
That's cool.
I knew that day would come,
That's
and
cool,
here we are,
man.
It was fun.
That's a good dad moment.
Hold on,
Congratulations.
Who's telling you you're going to go to hell for bringing your daughter to a race?
Well, I mean,
well, no, the boulevard is a mixture of stripper poles, adult toy races, things, paint.
I didn't know that.
That's fine. You could a baby could see that.
Yeah. Babies don't know anything. You can put one of those in their mouth. They don't know. They don't know what's happening.
I'm just saying, it's not the most. I don't know.
Well, I know, but a baby, like
Yeah.
if she's 16, then you're like, they already know.
If it's 16, you're like, this is my girlfriend. Then you got a problem.
Well, I've always said you can expose a baby to anything, Mike.
Yeah, that's true.
You're in a safe space.
This looks funny when you're pushing a stroller down the boulevard. When you got all this
It does.
shenanigans going on,
So,
yeah.
Well,
I got you.
what kind of rig are you running? You got a motorhome? You got a fifth wheel?
Yeah, we got old Class A. It's 10 years now. I feel like what's that movie with the crapper guy, the old motorhome, or the dude in Breaking Bad. That's kind of what I feel like our motorhome.
Okay. Yeah, you're a Heisenberg. You're the weather Heisenberg.
You're weather Heisenberg?
I always make
it's
the
getting
prediction.
old. It's old. It's like I love it because it's home, but it's starting to fall apart at the same time. And
Yeah, well, they're not engineered to last forever, I don't believe.
When are you
right?
gonna get it? We got a sponsor. We got a new sponsor, Giant Recreation World. We'll talk business.
Yeah, let's set him up.
They can get you.
You need a weather station.
Yeah.
You need a.
I updated this week. I did a live. Thank goodness for Starlink because
Yeah, man.
we would never be able to do. I would never leave the house during hurricane season without it.
I mean,
We got listeners saying they want to help him with his RV issues. Oh,
No, all you do is you get an RV sponsor. They'll
Yeah.
give you a free one. Then you trade out the advertisement.
Yeah.
You got 2 million followers, Mike. I could do this deal. No problem.
Yeah, man.
Get you in a brand new Class A with electric.
You should wrap the side of it with spaghetti models all over it.
Until we go to the campsites that don't allow it, then we were like, now what do we do?
No, yeah.
Honestly, shameless plug, but I started a end of the year Neighbors Helping Neighbors benefit. And this year we're doing it at Camp Margaritaville, December 5th. And so I'm starting a yearly tradition. The first full week after hurricane season, we're gonna have a party. So this year's at Auburndale. It's right down the road from
Mike.
you guys. We can invite you.
We'll
we
go.
should stop by, man. At least have a beer. That'd be awesome.
Can I bring a Class A?
Bring whatever.
Yeah. Are we gonna have stripper poles? I'll bring my baby.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. We like to party.
Yeah.
And we're doing a free beer fest at November 22nd.
And you're always welcome.
Yeah, we'd
man.
love for you to come out. We this is I think it's the 12th year we've done it. and it's a big
It's not as
street
impressive
party.
when you say 12. 10 is more impressive. 12, it's more.
So just
but
always say 10.
Yeah, just always say 10.
But I'll let you know.
Beer's good.
Yeah.
Well, hey, man, we always appreciate the time. You know, whenever we have weather questions, you're always there for us. We appreciate that. Love to you and the family. And hey, man, we appreciate the time.
Oh, anytime. And just don't turn your back on the tropics.
We won't.
Yep.
We'll never turn our back on the tropics or you.
Thank you,
All
Mike.
right.
See you, man.
See you.
See you,
Later.
dude. That's Mike from Mike's Weather Page. You can
Love
find
that
him
guy.
everywhere on social, Mike's Weather Page, or just go to spaghettimodels.com. That's his website.
Very reliable weather info for Floridians. We've been using, I mean, you don't have to be a Floridian, but, you know, for those of us that are Floridians, we've been using Mike for decades.
The stuff Mike has to deal with that I never have to worry about.
Don't jump in his comments. They're weird.
No, well, that's it, because
Weirdos.
when you have over 2 million Facebook followers, like you get a spectrum of followers, and then and you post something, and there are, I mean, he'll have 1,100, 1,200 comments on some,
Yeah, but some of them are wild. Just people yelling, "Help me, God!" Like some people just yelling scripture in there. You know, like you wackadoodle.
Oh, I know. And then some people start fights, and they're like, it is crazy.
And all he wants to do is get out his weather, man. He's a simple weather. He just loves his family and the weather.
But that's that's the price, I guess, for 2 million plus followers on your Facebook page. You know, it's just there's so many humans that there's no way to make a post that everybody's going to agree with, or people just follow pages and get on there to fight. They love it. That's what they do.
They're addicted to it.
Yeah. So it's like
it's a thing.
You'll never get away from it. You'll never have a page with that many followers without fights. It just won't happen.
Especially now that it almost feels like some places, even if it's almost like you should turn off commenting because the message up top, the weather doesn't even matter. It's everything below is just garbage.
Yeah, but the comments are what is good for the engagement.
It drives the engagement, but if the engagement has nothing to do with what you're talking about, is it true engagement?
I guess it doesn't matter with the algorithm, and I guess you could say the comments are better even if it's all garbage, because that at least there's things happening.
I guess it's pushing it, but I'd say if it's not on brand, well, why does it even matter? If they're not talking weather and it's productive, then what is it? It's just people arguing underneath my weather.
Yeah. That's the engagement.
To me, which is a nothing, because it's not engaged in what we're actually doing.
Yeah. But I guess that's not how social media gauges its value. You know what I'm saying? Like the value
Well,
is
until
the
we
engagement.
wake up and say, well, the engagement has nothing to do with what this guy's talking about.
Yeah.
Then it'll always be inflated in a strange, weird way, right? Yeah, EJ's in our chat room too, and he's right. The comments in there, like some of the ones he gets are too just like, it's like a kid going to get weather news, and I'll just bomb the N-word in here real quick before I get out of here.
Yeah, but sometimes it's like every once in a while on the BDM page, someone will be there that everybody hates, and I'm like, that's the glue that keeps us all together.
Oh, common enemy glue.
Yeah. So it's like you get a bad comment, then everybody starts attacking them. That's what you want, but it's always crazy. Anyway,
You're so crazy, man.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow. Welcome to Corporate Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Tom.
I am Dan, and we'll bet our lives on the fact that our next guest is one of our good friends. Lady, which intro do you want? Because I have his original intro, but in an attempt to not make you upset, you're so grumpy, I want
the other one, the tiny one.
I made a new one. That's even more aggressive.
All right.
I made a highly.
That's what I want.
I made two of them.
So it's really mean to me.
We'll see which one's better.
You're gonna make my daughter cry.
Here
for
is
sure.
the new nerd. No, you're making your daughter cry.
I'm gonna make sure she listens to it because you guys are mean.
Okay, here we go. We've got two to pick from. They're small. They're little guys now. This is the new NERDJOCK theme song. Here we go.
NERDJOCK!
They should just call it NERDJOCK. They got this fat mother with his waterhead hair. Looks like a sloppy special needs Best Buy bear.
You got roasted, son.
I know. How'd you know I was going to wear the blue shirt today?
I was taking a gamble.
How'd you know?
They call me Penn Jillette of podcasting. I was taking a gamble that you're going to wear your sloppy blue shirt. Hold on, let's do it one more.
NERDJOCK. They should just call it TERDJOCK. They got this fat motherfucker with his waterhead hair. Looks like a sloppy special needs Best Buy bear.
I've never seen Tom so happy for something.
I know the way to his heart. Inspired by Ice-T and Body Count.
Body Count. I was thinking the same thing. Yeah.
Inspired
He was going to go cop killer right after
I
that.
thought you might
Yeah.
like it. Yeah.
I
It's
did like
not
that.
bad. Ice-T Body Count still goes hard. That latest, their new album, it came out like months ago. It's still really good.
Yeah.
Go check it out.
Okay.
Oh, that was good. That's fun.
Now, I don't know if, I'm pretty sure you can't call someone a WH. But, I don't know.
Do you remember the MTV show? I was talking about this the other day with my wife. Do you remember the head on MTV?
Yeah.
He had a little alien that was living inside his head, and he would
Yeah.
pop out and fight crime or whatever.
Yes, I do remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they used to push the limits on stuff, like whatever. We're just locker rooming it.
Yeah, there was a lot more little aliens living inside you, controlling.
Yeah.
like
Men in
they-
Black.
pushing
Yeah.
the
We had Crane,
levers.
we had Martin Short going in somebody like what?
Oh, yeah,
Body
Inner Space,
Wars,
yeah.
Inner Space.
Yeah. Total Recall, where
Quato.
Yeah.
Quato.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. So let's get to it.
Yep.
What do you want to start with? Some sports or some?
Let's
nerd?
definitely do sports. How have you been doing in gambling? We haven't heard you talk about gambling in quite a
Well,
while.
there's probably a good reason for that. Back to you, EJ. Yeah, that's
This is my favorite part.
Well, let me tell you a
Good at how
little.
bad he's doing.
Little money line bet I had on the New York Giants.
Oh, no! Oh, man!
And watching that game was fun.
Yeah, it's in the fourth quarter.
You got scataboo.
No,
I-
the opposite of scatterboot.
I didn't even. It's great when you've already you're already spent you're already betting the gambling money on the night games. You've won on your money line bet.
Yeah, they're up 30 to nothing. I'm winning this for sure.
On the New York Giants.
Up to the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Beginning of the fourth.
19-0,
Yeah.
the start of the fourth quarter. And then, and even when they start scoring, I'm like, this
That'll
This is
equalize.
garbage time points. This is for
No,
fantasy players.
Yeah, it's gonna be a back and forth. We
Yeah.
know. We know it.
yeah. But you can't just play like S for 3 quarters and then all of a sudden put
Turn
up
it on in the fourth quarter.
33 points in the fourth quarter. And you did. And then you still have a chance to win, and then you miss a small field goal. And did you hear the kicker for the Giants? I like
No.
it. I like it when they just say and there's really no excuse. When you miss a kick, then just saying I should have. They need to make that play. I should have hit that play. It's my fault. And
Is that what he said?
Yeah, now I have to tell you, and a lot of
I should
audience.
have made that play.
Why you asking? I was like, why you asking?
What's
You
going on
know.
in my brain right now? I want to kill myself.
Yeah.
You're
like-
going to push it more. Yeah.
why did you miss?
Well, I was
What the
intentionally
hell?
trying to miss
Yeah.
because
That was-
I was hoping that all of you would be so angered at me missing that you would kill me later.
How do you think I feel
It's
about
a newer version of Death by Cop, but it's make
Yeah.
the
The fans try to come after you like a South American
that is
soccer
a dumb,
game.
That is a dumb question.
That was ridiculous. Also,
Yeah.
horrible in fantasy when I have Bo Nix sitting on my bench.
Oh, no.
Now, I had Drake May, and he scored me 31.
still did
And
pretty
so I was
good,
like, I
yeah.
made the right decision. And the whole day, I was like, yes, I'm great at fantasy. I made the right decision. 49. He put up 49 points in one quarter.
It
49!
was the craziest
It's
thing I'd ever
amazing,
seen.
yeah.
Craziest thing I'd ever seen.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
sweating.
Here's the problem with this, though, and everybody's like, "Oh, look at Bo Nix is a hero." It's like, well, why did you do this all at the end?
yeah.
Right.
That's a problem.
Here's a fun thing. Bo Nix, if you like The Boys, Bo Nix to me looks like Homelander.
Homelander, yeah.
And
for
I
sure.
can't get it out of my brain now. Like every time I see him, it's Homelander.
If I just start showing my wife love and affection in our 80s, it's not going it doesn't make me feel.
Yeah, you can turn it around.
He spent his whole life doing nothing, and then only at the end. So it's like it's not really a good sign for Bo Nix. Like, yes, he came back and won and did something spectacular, but like those things look like anomalies.
Yeah.
like that. You need to be
Be consistent rather than amazing for a little bit.
consistency and just almost like boring consistency.
You
is
mean like
what
Pat
you need.
Mahomes,
Yeah. What you
right?
need in a
Isn't he
quarterback.
boring consistency?
No,
They're
he
winging
did some crazy
they're
stuff.
ringing his
Yeah.
name around for MVP again when
What?
it was
No, Baker Mayfield should be winning.
I
it.
agree,
Yeah.
but they were winging
Not after
around.
Last night, but I think they got hosed by the refs in that game when they reviewed something twice. Did you see that?
I did.
When Otten was
I
trying
had
to
switched
stretch
to
out.
radio. It's
Oh.
kid sleeping in my
I've been
room.
watching I listened
But
to
they
the
got
radio.
it right
yeah.
though, and
They got it right, but it seemed like they got it wrong the first time, and they should have stopped that point.
Well, no, that's the
Well, no,
whole
you
point.
gotta correct it.
Yeah, the whole point is getting it right and not having us be like, it wasn't a first down, and then it changed the
Yeah.
course of the game.
Yeah, it did.
The thing about the replay, and people are bitching about it, happened in Minnesota when Hawkinson caught that touchdown pass, and then the ball bounced off the ground. It became loose, and yes, he did have his arms kind of underneath it, but it's like that. The letter of the law is if it comes
Not
loose like that,
controlled.
it's
It's
not
not controlled.
And at least we all get to see reality and then be good with reality. Like that's better than having to live with a call on the field because it's bang bang, and like now we can slow it down to frame by frame, see exactly the ball move 1 inch. It kind of takes the fun out of it, but at least it's.
Plus, it slows down the game a little bit too.
It does
And
slow down the game.
Also,
but
when you're challenged something, you're saying, "I want specifically to challenge this." That was part of the rules. Like you can only challenge one aspect of the replay, and then it seems like now they can do every aspect of the replay.
Well, again, I think they're trying to
They're
get
trying
it
to
right.
make it better and
because
make it
I
right,
feel
which I
like they
agree.
think if you get it right consistently, and we're going
Then
to
at least
always
it's right.
then it's integrity, right? Then it's like, well, like Tom said, it's like facts are facts. We have to go with facts, or
but
what
just
do we
make
have?
that the rule. Say, hey, I want to challenge this play. Make sure it's right, everything.
yeah,
Because you lose a timeout if you miss it.
but they kind of do that. I like in the NFL that the refs are kind of like the spirit. Like yes, in you're talking about a play. Believe me, I was gambling on the game, which I lost. And then me and Daniel we were playing each other in fantasy.
Yeah.
And
I thought you had it for sure.
but
Because I thought the one time there was one particular play where Baker Mayfield went down, and I'm like, oh no, he's injured. He's injured.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get to the TV because I had it muted because I'm trying to do
ankle looked like
100
he was-
different things.
Yeah.
And in that particular play, they ruled it a fumble on the field and recovery of first down, and then they actually challenged the fact there was even a catch to begin with, right? And then it turns out it was a catch, but his knee was on the ground and he was short of the first down.
Right.
So they challenged the catch, but they said they challenged the catch. It was a catch, but his knee was down short of the
short of
first.
first down,
so
yeah.
therefore,
It's a
change
turnover on downs.
Turnover
Yeah.
on downs. So I like that instead of like, oh, he didn't say he was challenging this, so still we're gonna ignore
Yeah, but
reality.
I thought you liked the lawyering thing. You just talked about that earlier today.
No.
Depends on what side of the argument
Look
he's
at
on. Come
that
on.
murder's free. OJ gets to live a life in paradise. Am
He
I
did, pretty much.
I mean, say what you will. He had a pretty good life.
Yeah.
But he died. I mean, went to jail, did a little bit of time. So at least you got that.
And then we got
I
the
mean, I didn't say it
Kardashians. I
wasn't
think we
rough.
lost on this deal.
It was a rough life, but
Anyway, what else? do you
rough
wanna talk about?
paradise.
Well, still, we got to talk about the NFL. Going back to that game, Mike Evans broke his clavicle.
Yep.
And his streak of 1,000-yard receiving yards
That sucks.
season is
He's
done.
a beast.
I kind of feel bad for him because that was going to be the thing. Like he can hold that over like Jerry Rice.
I didn't know what was happening at the time when he first landed, but
Yeah,
you
he
could tell
looked like a
something real
concussion or
bad
something,
because he
yeah.
was like
Yeah.
not moving at all, and I'm like, that's really bad.
So he's older and he probably, they say if he does come back, it would have to be playoffs.
Playoff time,
but
yeah.
it's like even then, it's like you're coming back, banged up with this injury. It's like, you're kind of at that point you just go with the players that have played up until you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard to expect a guy who's a veteran already to come back from a broken clavicle, then to all of a sudden start playing immediately good after taking 6 weeks off. It's like we expect way too much from these people. Like this is insane.
I agree, man.
Like
I was saying this after I got my hip replaced. It's like puts things a lot more in perspective when you're like,
how
oh
long
my
it takes to recover.
God.
Yeah.
like Cam Ward, first year in the NFL, he comes in, he's like, stink, people are yelling, "Boom!"
Get this bum
They
out
fire
of
their
here.
coach. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
Give him some time.
I
to
love
work
it when
with
they
it.
yell, "Get this bum out of here!" I love that. And I'm like,
they
this
never
guy is
compete
a
at that level.
top-tier specialty athlete.
Well,
And then there's so many confusing things to the layman that we don't even understand. Like Joe Flacco, right? The Browns trade Joe Flacco away.
to the division rival too.
Where Tomlin was mad about.
Tomlin
he was
real
so
mad about
mad.
that.
How awesome is
But
it?
I was glad that he didn't hold his tongue. I thought it was good for
Which
the NFL.
I think you need to say something
Yeah,
like that
it was.
for
I
sure.
thought I love Mike Tomlin, man. I love that guy.
You watch anything like any
That's
behind
my
the
coach.
scenes of
I
Mike
want that
Tomlin.
coach.
That guy's a real man, and that guy's like exactly what you wanted a coach.
Yeah.
I want that coach, and I don't
Yeah.
have that. I have the nice guy Raheem Morris. God,
Well,
he can't even call a time.
Well,
out.
We got Mike McDaniels who
DJ
can't do
Mikey
anything.
D with his capri pants, and he's a buffoon.
And mumbling in
Did
press
you see how
conferences.
confused he looked during that game? When at one
yeah.
point, he was just kind of like. At one point, it looked like he had gone blind.
I've seen so much AI making fun of him. God, like they have like children's books. It's like, this is my football play, and it's two kids, like little kids. Playing
He
football.
might as well not even show up because he 100% is going to be fired any day now.
End of the season. I think he's going to be till the end of the
That's
season.
what they're going with.
Yeah.
Everybody's saying end of the season because who do you put in there? Who do you
Yeah, who do you get?
Who do you even put in there at the time? You might as well.
I don't want that stinky.
Yeah, let him
Jets-
run a couple more
the
DJ
Jets
sets
coach
and
that
then
used
get him
to
out.
like feet. I don't want him there.
let
Rex
Ty-
Ryan.
Rex Wright. I could think of his name.
Let Tyreek Hill do it. Just
hospital bed.
No, he's out.
Is he out now?
Yeah, he's got a surgery.
As a
He's got-
walker,
I didn't know he had
could be on the
surgery yet.
sidelines on
He's
a
got
walker.
a boot or whatever, and by the way, he's good enough an athlete. He can walk in that boot. He's good. Like he's already healed a lot faster than the rest of us. But anyway, just let him do it to see what happens.
The chat room is mentioning the Gruden rumor.
Yeah.
Gruden,
don't know if I want-
Gruden's connected to both there and to the Gators.
Yeah.
I'm hearing Gruden to the Gators
because
I'm being told
There's a
that
lot of open
he'll-
coaching spots.
Well, he'll have a better pathway back to a career in college because of the scorched earth, lawsuit in the
Yeah.
NFL. So I don't know.
I think that's the
Gruden to
because
the Gators would be huge for the Gators.
Huge for the
it
Gators.
would be huge for the state.
or
People
for
would
Penn
love it.
State. Penn State also needs a head coach too. So.
Think of the amount of jean shorts you would sell the day they
Oh, my
announce
God.
Gruden goes to coach
Florida.
the Gators. Everybody's going to want a fresh pair of
Yeah,
jean
well, they
shorts.
still want Urban Meyer back at Florida, is what they were saying.
I agree
too.
with that too. I love me some Urban Meyer.
Yeah.
Anybody
Stick your
that's
hand down someone's pants.
Anybody that's willing to boof some girl from behind in white jeans in front of everybody was
I love that
watching,
picture.
and he's just like boofing. I'm like, this is my coach. Him over Raheem Morris. Urban
yeah.
Meyer. I take him right now.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
I
know.
want
Way more fun.
I want an Urban Meyer Jay Gruden combo.
Oh, have them as your
you want the
coordinators,
Urban
and
Gruden.
co-host, coaching.
You want an
Oh
Urban
my
Gruden.
God!
Yeah, that would be awesome. I mean, that was a Jay smoking a joint at Applebee's. Urban's boofing. I'm like, that's a party team.
The party team.
Tyreek Hill coach.
Oh, the other guys
Have
are
them
just
as the
figureheads.
coordinators and Tyreek
No,
Hill's the head coach.
Urban is just literally like a Bobby Bowden figure. He's literally just there to boof and fire up the guys. Tyreek's calling the plays. I like it.
Yeah. Anyway, lots of craziness, especially in the past few weeks in the
Yeah.
NFL.
Well, also Miami Hurricanes lost on Friday
Yeah,
too, which was kind of sad. Even though it was a close game with 4 turnovers.
yeah,
A lot of turnovers.
Yeah.
believe me, I bet that me and Dre were watching the Hurricanes, and
What'd you think of those 3 QBs lined up?
That was weird.
It was weird.
They,
Do
I
you
like the
think
play,
it really?
though.
They kept saying like, okay, I love saying these because I think I know what you're gonna say, but the pundits, online calling the game are like, look, he's got 3 QBs out there. Miami's completely confused. And I'm like, well, it's going to be problematic. But to say they're completely confused, like, what? What are they doing? They replaced the football with a watermelon. We don't know what it's
Yeah.
not that crazy,
But it's
right?
different things. You got to
It's
look out
just-
for
it
passes
is-
now, just from
Right.
everybody.
It is different,
Yeah.
but it's not as dramatic as they want it to
No.
seem. Correct? Okay, I wanted
You
to ask a
you
real
kind of see
player.
some stuff. Like I remember we practiced against Florida, and Florida likes to run that 3 offensive linemen at the line of scrimmage, the center and the 2 guards, and then split out their tackles really wide to the numbers, and then put it receivers so they could run screens that way. And we had to prepare for that all week. Never saw it during the games.
Interesting.
Yeah,
It just becomes.
I just remember that. I was like, it
But
was
they
a weird
want
practice.
you to worry about that.
Yeah.
And that's the whole idea.
So we are in a bizarre time now where what's the quarterback for UM again?
Carson Beck.
Carson Beck. Carson Beck makes
Looks like a sloth.
$4 million a year, right?
His tattoos look like it.
That's his
Yeah.
that's his NIL deal. So because I think Carson Beck will probably get drafted in the NFL, probably late rounds. People always looking for quarterbacks.
3rd, 4th round.
See,
maybe.
yeah. So a 3rd, 4th round quarterback is not going to get $4 million a year. So he's going to make more in college than he will in the NFL, and that's happening more and more often, which is bizarre, right? Think about it.
Yeah.
Our whole life we
Can you stay? Will
Yes.
we?
Yeah.
Will we start to see? I mean, we're already seeing the portal.
If
We're
I-
seeing people go for where
8
was
years.
Where was he for Georgia? He was
Yeah,
at
for
Georgia.
Georgia, yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, so
Yes, if Carson Beck is looking at like, hey, I can get drafted in the 4th round in the NFL and then get the league minimum as a QB.
I don't have a
rookie.
problem with that.
Or I could stay in UM for 1 more year, get paid another $4 million. Like, for sure, you stay.
I mean,
it's
why
all
not,
money.
Why
I
not
think
let
the
him stay
NCAA
forever? Who
says
cares?
rules.
Like it's a business at this point. Who cares?
Well, that's so. The weird part is how I think there is a actual rule
You have
limit.
a limited time. Yeah.
I say
a lot
lift
of it was because of
Why?
COVID. There was a guy that was on Miami, the tight end last year, was an 8th-year senior, and because he had a medical red shirt, a regular red shirt, COVID red shirt, and then he had another medical red shirt.
That's 4 red shirts.
Yeah.
No, you're gonna stay as long as you can.
Yeah.
If you
NIL money, yeah, for sure.
if you can make more in college than you
college
can
pro,
in the,
yeah.
than
But if
the
it's
pro.
just a business, and if they want the team to be good, and if you want the quality of play to also be good, why not just open it up and let him stay as long as he wants? And it'll compete with the NFL.
That's the problem where we live in this fantasy where we still somewhat the majority of the country still believes these players are just college kids that are trying to get their education.
I don't look at them like kids. I look at the guys like
The
they
amateur
literally got
status
out of a
is such a
Maserati.
fraud the whole time anyways.
It's like, they're
Yeah.
in college, they're getting their education, they're in school. Like, you're like, no, you're professional football players. Like, you're fools. Like, yes, of course they should stay the whole time, but they're like, oh, no, there has to be a limit. It's like we're all living in this fantasy world where we still want to hold on to
We want
the fact-
regulations, but we
they're-
don't want
like the
reality
NC
to be shattered.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
NCAA is still a thing, and it's still like it's
Well,
all
it's-
about the integrity of like college sports
It's
and
like
education.
a fake college innocence they want to paint on it.
Yeah.
It's like, this is a business.
We know what you're doing. Yeah.
Yeah.
We all know what's going on.
Even mentioning education at this point is an insult to everybody.
Yeah.
Well, for those guys,
Yeah.
if you're an athlete,
Yeah, why do I have to
yeah.
go to class? I'm making $4 million just to show up on
I mean,
the field.
I've never looked at, like, especially like where you played at Miami. That's a business. That is
Yeah.
not a.
Oh,
you-
it was
that-
always professional. You had to you treat everything professional. Even going to class was professional, just to
Sure,
to
yeah.
cover your.
You're,
Yeah,
ma-
yeah, you
you're
can say
making
yes.
more. The quarterback for these universities are making more than any employee of the university. The president of the university. You know what I'm saying? Like you're the highest paid
Well, the
member.
coach is making the most, and then the kids are making the second most.
So-
usually it's the case.
Yeah, and then the coach's money has become gigantic.
Ridiculous. And
Guaranteed
the
money.
buyouts. Oh my God.
And that's
Guaranteed
$21
money.
million just to leave would be great.
And that's another reason why we're seeing a lot of coaches go to colleges because of the NIL
Yeah.
now and because of the money flowing in.
And the player quality.
And we're gonna see a dilution of quality coaches in the NFL because of it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of these offensive coordinators, defensive coordinators, stuff it's 1 in 32 chance to get a head coaching job, but you can become a head coach in college
Yeah.
and make damn near close.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What was
make
Belichick's
more.
deal? It's pretty big.
It's pretty big.
Yeah, it was pretty big.
God, they just signed a coach. Was it? Look up the new a new coach.
Didn't Napier, Billy get
Yes.
$21 million just to leave? Same thing with
Gators, yeah,
Franklin,
yeah,
right? Both of them got $20 million just to leave, just to make we don't want you here anymore.
Yeah. No, it's
And
it's
think
crazy.
about it, you're digging that hole for like 4 years for sure because you're still having to pay that out.
I got the 10 most costliest buyouts.
Oof.
Yeah.
Matt Rule in Nebraska.
Rule,
That was
Nebraska.
a $57 million payout. James Franklin, Penn State, $57 million.
Was Rule before or after Frost? He was after Frost in Nebraska, right?
No.
Or he's before.
Before.
That's when Frost got there, yeah.
Coaching is so fascinating to me because nobody can explain exactly.
Kirby Smart, $118 million.
Oh, man.
There are like thousands of microtransactions, including luck,
Yeah.
going on in all these situations.
Recruiting and talking to boosters and talking to the president.
That it is impossible
I
for
would never
anybody
want
to explain what makes a quality head coach or coach. You know what I'm saying?
Would you accept everything as the answer?
Yeah, well, that's the only.
You have to be good at
truth.
everything. Yeah.
But even if you are good, sometimes bad luck can cause you to be bad.
You
like
recruit
injury.
some kid that's a monster,
Well,
like Aaron Hernandez.
Think about you're doing everything correct as a coach, and you got all the qualities that everybody wants. You're a good leader of men. You're good at calling plays, and you got horrible injury luck one year, and you get horrible ball bounces one way luck.
Yeah.
You have a losing record. And then that coach could be fired for a losing. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then
Yeah.
people will brand that guy as a bad coach when he did the exact same thing another coach did who has a winning record.
Yep.
But normally
It's
they
bizarre.
don't, right? Like, don't we feel like coaches that are truly good and exemplify the characteristics you were just saying, those are the guys that get a couple more years? Isn't
Yes.
that what it is? They get
Yeah.
a couple more years.
Well, because you have like credit that you've built up over time.
I agree with you, but then weird things like Andy Reid was fired from the Eagles at one point. You know?
Right, yeah.
Bill Belichick was fired from the Patriots. Obviously now he's not
Well,
doing
he
too
was
well.
losing though too.
He was, yeah.
And winning fixes everything, right?
Yeah.
That's the old saying.
But if he's a good coach, why was he losing? Was it out of his control?
Well, but
You know?
I'm saying, like,
Yeah, it's
with,
hard,
with a
yeah.
new or old program, see, with Belichick, he had one more thing going against him, and it was tenure. He had been in tenure for so long that losing was not an option at that point because we don't know if you can get it back around again.
Yeah.
Like, you've reignited this fire how many
You
times?
can build up a program. It's hard to rebuild after
Yeah.
you built it up again.
Yeah,
which-
sure.
Yeah.
But then all I'm saying is it is confusing and
It's very complicated.
and no one's really told me exactly what someone's doing. Jesus Christ,
You know what?
man.
You know, enough. Pack your stuff.
It's my work.
Pack your stuff. Pack it all up. Pack it all up.
The printer's broken. Where's that water?
So she was calling.
My God,
You
the
gotta go make
toilets
another
are all
thing.
backed up here. There's diarrhea everywhere. Where's Maintenance Harvey? Do they know you're Maintenance Harvey?
Yeah.
All right. So what's next, CJ?
Are we
Next
doing
thing-
nerd or
We got to talk
sports?
about World Series baseball.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
Which
yeah.
is amazing. Like the Dodgers and the Blue Jays are playing each other, and both have great pitching on both sides.
Just come on, Blue Jays. I think we're all sick of the Dodgers.
You don't want to see the Dodgers
No,
win?
no, no.
Shohei Ohtani?
Toronto, it's not America.
No.
What the hell? That's the hate I hate
Yeah.
about hockey and baseball.
But I'll
'Cause they
blow
have
you.
Canadian
I'll blow your
teams.
mind.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, NBA has an NBA as a Canadian team
Let me-
also.
NBA too.
let me blow your mind. There's a black guy on Toronto. His name is Vladimir Guerrero. There you go. I'm thinking, look at him. The computer's about to shut down.
Vladimir Guerrero.
Junior. Yeah, there's two of them.
So
Come on, Vlad.
yeah, but it's baseball specifically because it's America's game.
Yeah.
And
It
Yeah,
is,
it's,
but
it's
I-
Asian guy.
I don't know,
I hate the Dodgers, unlimited money. I hate them. I like
Yeah.
Mookie Betts.
Well,
But
the
everybody-
MVP of the season is that a translator for Shohei. For
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
Taking the dive for him. 'cause
I also
that's the reason
do
why
not
he's
like
still playing.
Shohei. I do believe that, much like EJ, I do believe that he was gambling illegally and he did not get caught.
Of course
and
he
I
was.
believe he's a rat.
Yeah.
And he's a sneaky rat. But he's also the best baseball
He's
player
also
we will ever
amazing.
see.
Yeah, it's not even fair.
The guy can pitch. He's
Yeah.
amazing. And then
6 hitless innings and
Yeah.
10 strikeouts and 3 home runs.
and then goes and
Oh
hits
my God.
he hits 2 homers in the park, and then the last one he hits it out of the park. It's
yeah.
like, I am the best at this.
That game was just fun to watch.
Yeah.
so
If you're a Dodgers fan.
copycats will pop up in the next 10 years, right?
yeah.
Because of Shohei, because
Trying to play both ways.
in
yeah.
the past, and the same thing with like Travis Hunter
Yeah.
and stuff, where in the past, like you just were told, and I guess the common training theory was like, hey, if you're a pitcher, you're
Focus
trained to
on
pitch.
pitching, yeah.
If you're a batter, bat, and that's it.
Yeah.
Never do both. One's gonna hurt if you do both. And then now you see Shohei, and everybody's like, so that's gone out the window
Yeah.
because
But
It's
rumor,
possible, yeah.
rumor is it's just a style change. A lot of these
Yeah.
guys have been this way for a very long time, just don't have the confidence, or maybe it wasn't the style of play, right? Like Shohei's style, maybe he was just exemplary, but he's with the Yankees now, but we had him on the Braves for a while. Freed,
Yeah.
he is an amazing left-handed pitcher. But like when the word around the entire group was like, this guy when he bats is he's a killer.
Oh.
He's literally like
So he's just also playing in the wrong
but he-
league.
but he
And they
doesn't-
brought
yeah,
in the
and he-
DH too
yeah,
in
he-
the National League.
and
so,
but he
it
doesn't.
matter
Yeah,
anymore.
pitchers don't bat.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where I wonder if this will be. I think you're right.
The
I
change?
think it'll be a style change.
Well, he also Shohei plays the Asian style because they usually do it a lot of pitchers and hitters at the same time.
Yeah,
so that's what it is.
They love baseball, so
Yeah.
maybe a little. And you see a
And
lot more
you did
Asian
that-
players coming over, which is cool.
Well, also Little League. That's what you used to do. Your best hitter was usually your pitcher too. In Little League when I
yeah,
played.
that's true. That's true.
But here's
He
the
was
problem.
the all-around athlete.
Yeah, he was the stud
When
always.
Americans go and try to do it, we're gonna be like, "Oh my God, what is this guy?" I mean, the discipline it must take
So much work. We want to be lazy and do one thing and be good at it. That's it.
Yeah,
Don't be well rounded at all.
And I don't even know. I've never seen it, but I'm sure his training regimen growing up, mixed with being an insane athlete.
He's a pretty private guy, but from all
Yeah.
all accounts, it seems as though, he was the most focused baseball child ever focused on baseball.
Yeah,
That's what it looks like.
Insane
Tiger Woods.
Work ethic, yeah.
work ethic
Yeah.
and regiment and training and discipline.
And I think he's pretty private. You don't really hear much about,
Well,
you know.
all he does is gamble and play baseball.
Yeah, he's got a wife. Yeah, I am convinced.
well, he
he
needs
has a
some
good-
outlet.
Yeah.
He needs some kind of vice to make him normal.
Tiger Woods was women.
Yeah.
And see where
Yeah.
that got him.
I mean, if you
gambling's better.
Yeah.
If you do put the similarities
It
together,
makes a lot of
you
sense.
know, it
yeah.
does. Yeah.
Well, hello, Michael Jordan.
Yeah,
He
I'm
gambled
saying.
all the time.
I'm saying.
He just did it the right way, I guess.
I like
Bet on
that.
crazy.
I think
Craziness.
Jordan did a little of both. if
Yeah,
you know
I
what
think
I
so,
mean.
yeah.
And you know we villainize that as a society because remember when Jordan when they even tried to insinuate that Jordan's gambling had something to do with his dad's death.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
Like the mob had come after his
Yeah.
dad.
Yeah,
or something.
like-
He owed too much money, and that's the reason why
Yeah,
he
yeah,
got
yeah,
killed.
yeah. So-
I
something
think
like
it was
that.
I think I
This guy's
perpetuated that rumor.
Wasn't it like a
So-
Polish assassin that killed him or something like
I don't
that?
know.
but it's like this guy's a billionaire. you know, it's insane.
Yeah, he's not gonna run out of money.
It doesn't even
The
matter.
Nike deal covered everything.
Well, yeah. So, but that's because the gambling, womenizing, it's like, but these guys are so focused and so good at what they do
That they have no time for relationships that are normal. They have to do them like kind of
No,
secondary.
I think that something's got to give on the outside, on the other side of it, where it's like you have to have some vice to level out.
counterbalance?
You
Yeah.
can't just be a robot. Like
Okay.
the human side of you has
Is this what's going on with you?
Yeah.
You get
Well, his
skinny,
is
you get
masturbating.
miserable,
no like
and then when you're fat, you're fun.
like all
You let that go.
humans.
Powered through.
They they can't just be 100% robot and never waver at all. I think they have to break.
But why
somewhere.
would you need to do something? Why couldn't you just have a relationship somewhere? Why does it have to be something that would be considered something?
Like, why do you need a positive and a negative? Why can't you
Yeah,
just
why-
make it positive
yeah.
across the board?
I don't know if I buy that.
Well,
Yeah.
because like the gambling, like Shohei could probably gamble in some safer way than he knew. Like, hey, if someone finds out about this, like they already had a plan for sure. The guy's
Yeah, for
smart.
sure.
He's like, hey, if you got to take the, and I'll pay you. Like, we got enough money, you'll be taken care of, but you got to take the hit for
taking the
this.
dive for sure.
And they knew from the beginning. It's like, all right, I'm gonna take the hit if I ever get caught. And he did get caught. He took the hit, and then it made it go away. We got to distance.
No one
ourselves.
talks about it anymore, except for us.
It's like but so I feel like the almost naughtiness of it, like the fact that it wasn't right, was the one thing that goes against. He did everything right, and you need something.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And it can't be bad
You need a
eating or
little
whatever.
seasoning on your whole life.
No, because that'll
Okay.
ruin your career.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
got to be something outside of that.
Yeah, and now the Tiger Woods, I think, was the women. Like there was other, like he could have had high price prostitutes and things. That
But
probably
I think he did.
Yeah. I guess then he's dabbled.
But
in
they're not going to talk.
Perkins.
Yeah,
you
they're not
know?
gonna tell anything.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
not going to tell anybody.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
Perkins waitress is going to tell on you.
Yeah. So that he couldn't control it.
but also going with what Tom is saying, and I would agree with this.
That was a
The
Perkins.
high-priced hooker, not as exciting as
Yeah, because you're already
the
paying for the
Perkins. The
silence
Perkins
too.
waitress is more exciting to
the
me.
chance of getting caught.
Yeah,
and like
I see that.
And that makes me feel good because we're all flawed. You see what I'm saying? Like this is a
Oh,
flaw.
I know. I'm
so you
flawed.
need that, yeah.
If this guy was Drago, whatever, like, and never had any weakness whatsoever, then it's like, well, like we all look at that person like, well, that's not human, right? It's like I like the flaw.
Yeah.
You know. So what's next?
We definitely we talked about the NBA starts tonight.
Oh, okay.
Tonight, it's the first game is Houston versus Oklahoma City at 7:30.
I will be going to the Magic home opener tomorrow night with
Yeah, they're playing
Cadillac
the Heat,
Pat.
right?
That we do play the Heat, and I'm going with Cadillac Pat. Cadillac Pat is sending me multiple pictures of some zany outfit he's going to
Oh,
wear. I
no.
may have made
Oh,
a bad decision going with Cadillac because I
He's
just want to
gonna
have
bring
a
a
nice
Game Boy Advance with him.
I
and
just want to have a
big-
nice time and just sit there quietly and watch the game and just focus
Yeah.
on basketball. I have a feeling he's going to have his Basketball for Dummies book
Yeah.
out. He's
Yeah.
going to have a light
He's
up
going to try to
Magic
drag you to the
jacket.
lounge and talk to
Yeah,
people.
he's
and
gonna be
say, "Look at
carried
it.
around
I'm
a
going to
Sha-
hide a treasure in the lounge here. You
Yeah,
can find it.
He's
Yeah.
going to be carried around a Shaquille O'Neal stand-up.
Well, when you go to the ball with Ronald,
Yeah,
you get him at the home.
I know. You go to McDonald's.
Go with Ronald, you're going to be clowned.
This is your fault.
Yeah, this is my fault.
You didn't go.
But it does sound like fun, though.
It's gonna be fun. He suckered me in. You know,
Yeah.
he's a good friend and he's a fun guy.
And it's a rivalry
But-
game. It's
but
always good.
He's
Miami
just been
and
sending
Orlando.
me pictures of his outfit, and everything is vintage. This and Shaquille O'Neal pump that, and Little Penny this, and so we'll
Oh.
see. We'll see. I have to pick my outfit tonight.
Now let me ask NBA fans and you guys.
I love NBA.
Okay.
How do you get excited about one game at the beginning of an insane long season when mathematically the game will not matter?
Yeah, I don't do
Later
that.
on.
That's not
I don't
true.
do that. So you're a fun
Because you're going to
ruler.
miss the playoffs by
Yeah.
one game.
Yeah, you can't. If you beat the Heat, if you beat your
Yeah.
in-state
What's
rival.
so
you're-
long?
Yeah, it is. It is.
It's like a first.
But I don't look at it like that. I look at it like, oh, good. It doesn't. The games don't matter as
Yeah.
much. So if we lose this
If you
one,
lose,
no
it's
big
not a
deal.
big deal. We can
Yeah.
make it up. But at the same time, it's still important.
Yeah,
It's like missing your first paintball shot.
it's exactly like that.
How is it like that? I want to hear this logic.
Dude, how much you care?
Explain.
You got a whole hopper full of 200 balls
I know
and
what-
a bunch on your pack.
I don't want you to run out of time for nerds.
Okay,
Do you have
okay,
any
go.
nerds?
Well, we definitely got to talk about Pokemon Go.
Okay.
They upped the level to level 80 is the highest you could be. But right now, you can't logically get to it because it's time gated. You have to do 7 routes in a day is one of the tasks for 71.
Okay,
Wait,
but
what does that even mean?
I'm the first one to hit 72 in Orlando, like legally, because I did all the tasks and did it at midnight.
Legally?
I-
What the
last
hell?
night,
What is
okay.
illegal Pokemon?
Okay, there's ways you can cheat the system by spoofing or sending your Pokemon to a different country. Like you can move your location.
Wait a
like
minute.
VPN.
You can get ICE to export
Yeah.
your Pokemon out of the country. You can self-deport.
You can no. It's
I'm
gonna
gonna self-deport my Pokemon.
And you can
What's that
say
guy
I-
doing in the bushes over there? He's spoofing.
Oh my God.
Next to a school.
Oh my God, he's spoofing it good.
He's spoofing in the bushes
Oh
next
my
to a school.
God.
No, it's moving your location in the game. So you could say you could be playing in Orlando, but you could send your whole game to like Madrid, Spain, and play from there, which is cheating.
What,
in
you
my
use like a
opinion.
VPN or something?
VPN or like a spoofing app or something like that. I don't do it, but like
Well, we
so
know because you're
locally,
the only legal number
Yeah,
72 Pokemoner.
Yeah,
Well, how do I know you're not doing it?
because I don't have the things on my phone, and I definitely don't do that. Now,
Wait
usually,
a minute. Every man in Florida has a VPN on his phone.
I
It's called
don't
the
have a
DeSantis.
VPN on my phone. I only go to XNXX because that one's still available in
No,
Florida.
I've watched every video on XNXX.
What was that Doc the Bounty Hunter son said he spilled orange juice on his pants? I don't believe
It
him
wasn't
either.
his son.
I don't know.
It was his sidekick Youngblood with the long gray ponytail.
I don't believe
His son Leland is an innocent man.
You just fast cleaning up orange juice from your
Yeah.
pants.
Well,
No
everybody
way.
knows if you don't clean orange juice off your jeans quickly,
It'll
it will
stain.
sour in the Florida sun.
Don't do that ever again in my presence.
One time I was cleaning the orange juice on my pants so fast I masturbated.
Like how vigorously are you cleaning?
I clean everything vigorously.
All right, so they obviously
Yeah, they
changed the bar so
Yeah.
they can make more money.
So
and
yeah,
people
you can buy
play.
more like storage for your Pokemon and storage
How many
for your items.
Pokemon do you have?
My limit is 8,800 right now.
You have
8,800.
Yeah,
So you own
Yeah.
on your phone
and I delete them all the time. Yeah.
8,800 Pokemon that you are.
Some are shiny, some are hundreds. Yeah.
What's your best Pokemon and what is your most?
Zygarde, 100%.
Yeah, you have a 100% Zygarde Pokemon,
Yeah.
and then what is the
And 100%
littlest, most
IVs.
insignificant Pokemon? You have?
Probably a Plusle that I have on there that's nothing.
Okay.
This guy, this Zygarde spoofing in the bushes.
You made me snort.
So,
And then Homer, your
now,
screen over there.
once it gets to
man.
8,800, like it's hard to even imagine that
You can't treat them all
know,
the
just
same.
No, no.
scrolling
You got
through.
thousands of
It's
these
utility.
guys.
You have Pokemon for different
I mean,
situations.
they're not. They're
Whether
just
you're
a
doing
number to
raids
you
or
now.
doing no.
You're not a father to them. You're just a number to
Make
them
it
now.
88. That's way too much to begin with.
There's more than
8,800.
700 Pokemon. You got even to have a living dex. You still have to have like about 800 Pokemon.
Do you have
alone.
every Pokemon?
Not yet. No.
Which
There's-
How can you have 8,800 Pokemon?
Some
and not
aren't
have,
released yet. Some are. I'm waiting to evolve them at a certain time for certain
What do you get a
purposes.
Christmas hat on them or something? You get a
Yeah,
Santa
or
hat on
no.
them?
There's little things that like.
I don't like that. They're like, oh, make sure you evolve your Pikachu in December so you get a Santa hat on his ass.
Does it tell you on your app how much time
Yeah,
you
it
spent on
Yeah.
this? Okay.
Well,
okay.
then the phone tells you automatically how much time you spent on the Pokemon.
Go ahead and
app.
open it up and just
fire
tell
that
me.
up. Let's fire that up.
I'm just-
Yeah, let's fire
because
that up. It's gonna match the haircut guarantee. Guaranteed.
You can't say WH, man. Come on.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of.
You can't. I thought you could say that. I was almost positive you can.
Screen time. There we go. And apps. 11 hours and 51 minutes yesterday.
11 hours of
Well,
Pokemon.
I was also grinding for level 72 today.
Grinding is not
Yesterday.
holding your phone for
I
11 hours
I
one day.
went to-
One day you held your phone and used it for 11 effing hours.
I walked around Southport.
He's cleaning
Park
up
for like
horseshoes
5
on his
hours
pants with it.
yesterday.
So 11
That's
hours.
too much. You got to get
So,
off the screens. It's going to kill you.
I'm walking while I'm doing this. So
No,
it's,
you're
it's
not.
better.
I'm looking at you right now. You're not. You're lying. You're dying.
That's like Youngblood saying he's solving crime.
So you're calling me a liar at this point.
Well,
is
no,
what
but
you're
I mean,
saying.
11 hours
I'm
worth
telling
of
you, I've
walking,
not
you would
sold
look
a
more
single
fit
lie
than Tom.
here.
11 hours a day of walking?
Not walking, no.
Tom, help me out
Looking
here.
at my
Yes, yeah.
screen, yes.
Look, we don't
walking,
agree on some things.
no.
You help me out here.
Yeah,
11
yeah.
hours of holding your phone and walking slowly, you'd be the fittest man in Orlando.
Yeah.
I don't do it all the time. That was like one time. It was
too
because
much.
I was grinding yesterday. That's the
Don't
reason
grind.
why.
You
Even one time would make somewhat of a
Well, because you had to get 1,000,000 Stardust to get to the next level, and I was trying to get it
Stardust.
by the 7th day because you had to do a route every day for 7 days.
What is Stardust?
Stardust is what you use to power up the Pokemon. You need
Okay.
that to power them up.
All right. Okay.
All right.
all
There's
right.
Stardust all over his pants.
Stardust and candy is what you need to power up Pokemon.
Clean it.
And now they have XL candies that you have to use to power
XL
up to past
candies.
50.
Now
Yeah.
that's something I believe you're. If you told me I've been sitting for 11 hours eating these XL candies, I'd be like, yes, you have.
Yeah, did you have 11 XL candies? Yes.
Yes, I did.
That's the Zargard I know.
Zygarde. Zargard. Let's close to
All
Zardos.
right, what other nerd thing?
Oh, the other things. Did you see the new Running Man?
I did.
Are you going to watch the,
I
go
watched
see the movies?
I watched the
For
trailer.
Glenn Powell?
I watched the trailer for you. I was really looking forward to it. I forgot that it was the same guy from that stupid football movie.
Yes.
It made me mad.
Chad Powers and
it
Glenn
made
Powell,
me
yeah.
It made me mad that it was him.
I was mad about it too.
And then he turns to the camera and he's like, "Welcome to the Running Man." And I'm like, I'm out.
Yeah.
See, I'll go pure nostalgia. Like
Really?
I
Okay.
Well, it's both of them were based off a Stephen King book anyways.
The book is great.
The book's great, yeah.
I'm telling you, Running Man was a laser disc that me and my buddy Adam, my neighbor, lived across the street.
Laserdisc,
Was there
Magnifique.
nudity in Running Man? I can't remember.
I think
Oh
there is.
yes,
Yeah,
yeah,
there
yeah,
is.
yeah.
So there you
there
go.
is.
There's another movie you can put
Yeah.
to the list.
And it's I love a fat pigman and doing
one
monkeys
that-
with
the one that
spiked
sings
shoulder
opera?
pads.
There was a time.
I
There was
love-
a time when fat guys would cover their bodies like Mad
Yeah.
Max and Spikes, and I'd be like, I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
I like
and
that.
then
It's
they
like
run-
menacing.
Sub-Zero instead of Plane Zero.
Yeah.
They're like they put him in a miniature dude. It's a fat guy.
I love
And
the
he
Asian
sings.
guy who was a hockey player.
He's
I'm
an
like, that
opera
doesn't make
singer.
any sense.
Yeah.
He's an opera singer.
Yeah, no, I know. I love all the villains.
Jesse the Body Ventura's in that movie too.
I love going from level to level. Now that's where they lost me in this movie. It
Yeah.
seemed to be like an open source, like the world.
An open world map instead
yeah.
of just an arena that they were stuck in.
Yeah.
And then at
Yeah.
one point they show
I like
him-
the arena from villain to
Me
villain.
too.
Yeah.
Me too. And I like it being a massive arena that's underground. Also, like, it's weird that at one point in the trailer they show Glenn Powell with like he's dressed like Anchorman, like he's got a mustache and
Yeah.
a fake wig on, and he's like walking across the street, and I'm like, well, like it is believable to me that somebody would like change their physical
You
appearance.
try to hide. But the
yeah,
problem
but like
is
he looks like Anchorman. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah,
Like it's
yeah,
like
because it's supposed to be you're supposed to be getting chased all over the world in this one instead of just the arena. And the problem with that is they're gonna have to film it. All they have to do is look for a camera that's following some guy.
Yeah, now I know
Like
Wait.
some drone is following him.
It's-
Like
I don't
there
know
you
about
go.
this.
Okay.
I
I think they tried to-
that's the reason why I think the movie's rigged.
this is
and
called
it even
new
says that in the
manager.
movie.
This is called new manager, right?
Yeah,
You didn't have to make it the world.
so
Yeah.
You had to change it though, right?
it seems so easy to like look at the success of Squid Game, right? Which
Yeah.
is essentially kind of in
Kinda
this world
similar,
of
yeah.
Running Man,
Yeah.
where
Yeah,
it's like
Battle Royale.
It's similar.
where
Hunger
like,
Games.
people are competing for money, right? And then now you've got to like, and you do have now in Squid Game they're all competing against each other, and that's but it's like you could easily
Form an alliance, yeah.
do the same thing where it's like, okay, now you have like hired guns you have to compete against to get. It's all for money,
Which is also
and it's
adjacent to the
televised.
longest walk.
Mm-hmm.
And it's televised so the world can see, because we've all said, like, why isn't there some sort of extreme reality show in a different country that, like, inmates are fighting to the death that's
Yeah.
on the internet? Like, we've all been waiting for that
Yeah.
premise. And so it's, like, perfectly set up for a Squid Game mixed with old school Running Man, where there's a boss in each level, and that person has to level themselves up to the main boss and win. It's like,
Yeah.
and while the world's watching, So I'm like, God, they could have done it like traditional Running Man. Instead, they opened it up like to the whole world, and like I know that kind of gives a different aspect to it, but I'm like, you didn't really have to do that.
I think you actually get a better version if you'd made the set underground and then make every arena that the Running Man gets into a different kind of almost like Saw did. You know, like Saw, every room that you fell into, the trap would be like have
Specific,
some new moral or something.
Some theme to it,
some
yeah.
Squid
theme
Game did
to
this.
it.
Every level was a different
game, like
different-
children's game,
Yeah.
usually too.
And so you could have done it like, you know, and the same thing with Running Man. It's like there's the freeze guy, there's the opera singer,
Or
Pigman.
killer dodgeball.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
they're
yeah.
throwing
Yeah.
bombs at you instead of
Yeah, yeah.
dodgeballs.
Yeah, when you make it too big, it almost takes away some of the believability that these people are fighting for their freedom.
Yeah.
If you're already out in the world able to manipulate, like, I don't know. Yeah, I
Like,
agree with you.
You figure the game's rigged, and then it doesn't matter at that point because
Correct.
it's professional wrestling.
I
instead
agree
of
with that.
Professional sports.
Sure.
Yeah, and then you have the problem of like how they film it is kind of you know, is super unrealistic.
We also kind of knew it was rigged, right? Because the whole setup is guy fighting for money or freedom is going up against game show villain host who has a team of ragtag weirdos that are going to do anything it takes to keep him from never
Yeah,
escaping.
yeah.
And the
we
original
know
movie had deep fakes in
in
it
the
too.
trope,
They killed him in the original one. Remember, Jesse the Body Ventura kills the girl and Arnold, and they faked it. They did the deep fakes. They took their faces off and they killed like 2 extras.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You don't
I
remember
remember
that?
that.
And
No,
then
yeah,
the
yeah.
Oh,
movie,
at the
yeah.
end. Yeah.
Yeah. It
'Cause
was
they
like the
wanted to
first
hide
deep
it.
fakes. Yeah, it was kind of funny that they did that and then became reality later.
If we want to end with one more thing, EJ.
Oh man, Bujon or Stranger Things or Predator Badlands.
Let's do Stranger Things because I can.
Stranger
add to
Things
that.
season 5 last season. They'll release them in 3 sets. They're gonna do like the first one is November 21st. Is it 21st? No, 26th. They're releasing the first 4 episodes.
Come
on the
to us
26th.
for the most accurate
I
information.
I was reading
November.
Wicked for Good, what comes out on the 21st.
Okay,
That was
Wicked
on my
for Good
list,
on the
too.
21st, and then Stranger Things on the 26th.
Yeah.
Citrus Cooler has been re-released for Stranger Things.
Okay.
I'm
the Ecto
addicted.
Cooler one?
I'm addicted to Citrus Cooler. It was the original Michael Jordan's favorite flavor of
Oh
Gatorade.
yeah, Gatorade. Yeah.
It's the orange one that tastes like all citrus, and
Yeah.
I bought 18 different bottles of it.
Yeah.
It's all of my. I love it. Citrus Cooler is
they
so
sell it
damn
at
good.
Target. I saw a whole display of it. Like
yeah,
crazy.
it's so good,
Yeah.
man. God, it's good.
So I thought I was going to be able to watch Stranger Things all the seasons
Catch
with,
up?
with Tommy because like Max is like he doesn't like scary
It's
as
too
much.
scary for him.
Tommy, he's fine with it. And so I thought that we were going to watch them all, me, Crystal, and Tommy, until we got to the new season.
Okay.
And then we'd be excited for the new season
Yeah.
because I need to revisit. It's
gotta
been
get
so
ready.
It's been so long.
It's been so long. Like I kind of remember, but it's like Game of Thrones where you like
Yeah.
go back and watch from
We
the
got
beginning.
the toothless doofus that rides the bike and the curly hair. You got the black kid. You got
Yeah.
penis
the
haircut.
2 kids that look the same.
Scoops
Yeah.
Ahoy.
Yeah.
You got what's the fat redheads dead in the pool.
Yeah.
And I know I already mentioned this, but Tommy was kind of bored by it, and it made sense.
I like this kid.
Two episodes in, I was like, he's not getting any of the nostalgia that we got.
that we got, yeah.
He's not getting any of the like all the stuff that we're getting from Stranger Things because he didn't. You know, it's not
Yeah.
his generation. So this is watching it first, and he's like kind of slow. And I'm like, oh yeah, it's not made for him. It's made for me and people that grew up in the '80s as a kid.
Yeah.
When we have Winona Ryder and Sean Astin
Yeah.
in it, you're like, okay, I remember these guys from the 80s, Goonies and everything.
It didn't work for me.
So
Really?
Yeah, I liked the first season. It was great, but I'm glad I checked out because
Yeah.
the tale is over for me.
So now I'm like less excited about the new season. I'll still watch it with Crystal, but I think we're gonna have to wait till they both get older and then we'll watch them all again or something.
Yeah.
But
Are you going to watch them as they come out, or are you going to watch them at the end? Wait till because it's New Year's Day is the last episode comes out.
We'll do one
Well, New Year's
episode a day. I don't have the time to do like hours.
Yeah,
You
4
mean
hours.
11 hours worth of
Well,
Could you do 11 hours worth
not
of
even-
Pokemon?
Not
It's
even
8 hours. 8 hours of show. I'll do more Pokemon than I'll watch that show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do the one episode a night before me and Crystal go to bed, just
Yeah.
like the standard old middle-aged one episode.
Did
you
you
know,
watch
like-
one episode of The Sopranos?
Yeah. Which I'm excited about because it seems rare that a new show that is like I'm waiting for the new House of Dragon too.
Oh, when that
That's
comes
gonna be a
back out,
while. And then I'm trying to think. Then
You should watch Gen V. That's the thing that's out right
Gen
now.
V is. I started
Have you
watching
started
that
watching it?
because
Yeah.
of you. I finished The Boys because I'm,
If you're caught up on Gen V and the boys,
I watch TV like a weirdo. I don't watch it like you regular people do. You guys watch Stranger Things when you should watch it. I'll watch it like maybe 40 years from now when it becomes nostalgia.
See, I
or
like
something.
waiting until the end of the season and then watch it all the way through. I like that better because then the waiting's not
Gen
fun.
V, I'm going to give you flowers for that's one of the best suggestions you've given me. I don't know any of the actors, and I think that's why I like it.
think that's why I like it too.
I think because
they're all newbies.
You have no expectations
Yeah.
of how these people act, and so when you watch them, it looks like a completely new.
Except for
The
Cypher.
Mind Girl.
Cypher is the guy that he's in other stuff all the time.
Yes, you're correct. And Homelander makes an appearance. No spoilers, but
Yeah.
it's good. And if you like The Boys, I think you would like this.
Nudity and violence.
All right.
It's
I
pretty
like them.
darn violent. Maybe
especially very bloody, especially because the one girl's powers are blood
and
like
it's
born.
got, and I don't think this is a spoiler, it's got Ariana Grande's ugly red-haired boyfriend from Wicked in it. And he
I
plays
forgot he's in that.
plays what's that guy's name? He can mind control people.
Oh, Godolkin.
Godolkin. He
Yeah.
plays Godolkin, and he is. I hate to give him flowers too
See, I
because
didn't
I don't
know
like
who-
that guy. He's good.
He's
as-
fantastic in
He
that.
is
His scene, yeah.
He is such a he is sinister. He's good as a mind controlling elf man or whatever he
That's
is.
kind of a little spoiler. You got to be careful.
Oh
about
yeah,
that.
okay, you're right. Thank you. But no, it's good. It's good. It's a good show.
Does
Gen
he
V.
look like a W.H. Dugolkin? All right. Let's get out of here. EJ, you got anything to plug?
Nothing. I just play Pokemon Go. Hey!
If you see,
Me and Tom are going to race in swimming again.
if you see EJ walking around for 11 hours,
Yeah, go say hi to him. Tell him
Southport, if you
Good
see
job
me
on your
there,
fitness
say hi.
journey.
we'll see you in a minute.